Yeah.
So, of course, with Brayden Schenn coming, a veteran guy in the room, just what was the conversation like when he wanted to keep number 10 and just your generosity to swap numbers?
Yeah, no, I mean, I knew he had 10 before, and he texted me asking if he could take it because I think he has had worn it his entire career. So, I love number 10. It was a big part of starting my career and everything, but, when he asked, there was no doubt that he could have it, and, I had to switch numbers, so.
I heard he give you a watch to say thank you.
Yeah. I haven't gotten it yet, but it was very nice of him.
And I just want to ask you about Pageau signing for 3 years. We all know what a mentor he is to you. Just what's your excitement to have Pageau here for another 3 years?
No, it's a lot of fun.
Keep going.
Are you still here? No, it's definitely a huge thing for our team, and he's meant a lot for us over the last, I don't know how long he's been here. He's been here for way too long, but it's been good. He's like I said, he's a big mentor for me. He's helped me a lot through these first couple of years for me, and I love hanging out with him, love playing with him, and Lisa as well. So it's just a massive part of our team.
How did he influence your style of play? Of course, you guys were both weapons on the penalty kill. Just how did he kind of, just by watching and playing with him over the years, how did that influence your own game?
No, I think mostly for me playing with him, he's always talked to me a lot, told me to just play with a lot of confidence and just be myself out there and play my way, and it's helped me out a lot, just bringing me confidence as well, and I'm happy to have him here for the next 3 years.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of happened quick. It happened extremely quick, but like I said, it was a stressful, it's always stressful around the deadline. I try to keep it and try to control, like I've said, what I can. But we're extremely happy with the result for, my wife, my kids. We're happy on the island. I take pride every time I wear the jersey. I love my teammates. I love the organization, and like I said, I take pride every time I wear the jersey, and I want to do my best every night. So I'm extremely happy I'll get to do that again.
On the ice, they obviously bring in another center in Braden, right? How do you see your role maybe compared with his role? Because you guys are good at a lot of the same things.
Yeah, I think it brings a lot of depth. In trades, we lose Drew, who was a good teammate and good friend, and you bring Schenner, that's an excellent two-way center. He can play on both sides of the puck. He's got a scoring touch. He's got some grit. I remember playing against him. He's a pain in the ass. He's good in the face-off circle, and he competes. So we brought in a competitor, a guy that's from what I've heard, excellent teammate. He was the captain. I think it shows a lot of his leadership, and we're super excited to have him.
You mentioned he's a pain to play against. What is he like in the dot in particular? Do you have the same kind of tendencies, or just what's it like going head-to-head?
Yeah, no, I said it. He was a pain in the ass, and he's just annoying to play against. He competes, he works hard. In the face-off dots, there's not one face-off that he's going to let you win just for fun. He's battling to win that puck, and he switches up his tendencies, which makes it hard to read and shows a lot. He's got a lot of experience in the circle.
And back to your extension again, congratulations. Just you've seen a lot of the new era, the new arena, the fans. What makes Long Island feel like home to you?
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like home for me, for my family. We love everything around it. Not only, like I said earlier, my teammates, the organization, but the fans, the support that they give us day in, day out on a bad night or a good night, they're there to support us, and I feel that the people are just genuine. They're nice to be around. They're always nice to us, and it makes us want to stick around, and that's why we took that decision, and we wanted to re-sign with the Islanders.
Was there for a long time. They're going with all 20 to 22-year-olds, and I'm looking forward to coming to a team chasing a playoff spot. You can just tell right now it's a great group of guys that have fun playing for one another, and looking forward to being part of the group.
That being said, it's hard to make a change like that when you're comfortable somewhere, have to waive a no-trade clause. What went into being comfortable enough with this group, and maybe relationships you've had with guys that said, hey, yeah, this is a pretty good room, this is going in the right direction?
Yeah, I think there's always the human aspect of it, which you touched on. now that I have family and kids and being in St. Louis for 10 years, obviously a lot goes through your mind, but at the end of the day, everyone gets traded, and some guys stay there forever and in one city, and some guys have to move on. And what enticed me about this team, I mean, if you look, it's you have a franchise defenseman that's obviously taken the league by storm, great goaltender, lots of skill up front, and when you always play the Islanders, 2 times a year for the past 9 or 10 years, you always knew you're going to get a tough game. They're give you nothing for free ever, just because I think in this room, guys care for one another, they play for one another, and some nights it's not always going to go your way, but they always show up for one another.
What will you focus on tonight in the first couple of games as you look to settle in with this group?
Yeah, I think for me, keep it simple. Going into a new system, new line mates, obviously new group. I think the better off you are with playing your game, being simple, playing hard. I think as time goes on, you'll feel more comfortable. I said this morning, I feel like a rookie again, just walking into a new group and a new team, a new system. But that's the challenge that you're faced with, and I'm looking forward to it. It feels good to finally, turn the page after yesterday and get to the rink and just play hockey again, and that's what it's all about.
Can you share a little bit about 10 and the importance of keeping your number here and how that went over with Simon Holmstrom?
He was great. I've worn it since I've been 5 years old. Minor hockey. When I showed up to junior, they had it. It was open. I went to LA. It was open for me. Philly, St. Louis, and then this was kind of the first time where I haven't worn it. And like I said, he was great. Obviously, I've worn it for my whole life, and very, very kind of him, and it might cost me a little bit.
I know you've been friends with Thomas Hickey. He's been a friend of your family for more than a decade now. What did he say about playing for the Islanders and how excited he was to have you kind of join and him be up in the booth calling the games?
He's a guy I've talked to. We trained together when we were both in Los Angeles for a whole summer, and he's been friends with my brother and myself since we've been 17, 18 years old, and it's a guy that has obviously had a strong relationship with, just a guy that's easy to talk to. Always talked to him when I came to the Isle, and we've just had a strong relationship. And obviously I know between, him and buddies with, or played with Josh Bailey before, and I know Clutterbuck and Martin, and obviously I know what, that community and what living in Long Island does to those guys, and it's obviously a special place. And then when you come to the team, I played, like I said, it's been out there where I played world championships with guys before, and when you play with the Islander guys, you just always know they're first-class guys and easy to get along with and play for one another, and that's what I'm most excited for, just being a piece of this group.
Did you, playing with Pageau or being his teammate, you guys have a lot of the same qualities as a center. How do you think that's going to work, and what do you know about him?
Well, he's a righty and a very good right-handed shot centerman. Me being lefty changes things a little bit. What I know about his game is when you're playing him on a night, you're not going to get an easy night. He's strong in the face-off dot. He plays hard defense. He's all over you. He's responsive on both ends of the ice, and he's been a very good pro for a long time. And he's one of those guys where when you're squaring up against him, or if he's your matchup for the night, he's not going to be easy on you.
You talked about getting to your strengths in your very first game. Would you say that winning the face-off is probably one of your biggest strengths you can bring to this team right away?
Well, face-offs are part of it. I think I bring a physical edge where I feel like I'm, that's the style of game that I've always played with. And I feel when I'm physical, gets me involved with the game, and everything else kind of, comes after that a little bit. Face-offs are important, but this team has really, really good centermen that win a lot of face-offs. So Beau's one of the best in the league. Pageau, Zeker's great. Like I said, it's guys that are veteran guys that know how to be strong in the dot, and that leads to puck possession.
What do you make of what Matthew was able to do yesterday?
It was exciting to have Schenn. I mean, I really think he's going to help us a lot, bring depth to our lineup, and experience, captain, leader. So won a Stanley Cup. I mean, I see only positive. And tonight we're going to play him with Richie and Palat. So, and Pudaini with Barzy and Boa. And we'll see how it goes.
Arch said yesterday that you can never have enough centers. And you always say that, winger, they're so versatile in the lineup. Just what kind of freedom and flexibility does having ample centers give you?
Well, you know what I love? I love the fact that, we need center, and the center is it's an important part of the game. I mean, the middle lane. But also, I mean, the role that he could play with a guy like Richie. Just saw this morning on the ice working with him, and I think he's going to be a great mentor to Cal, and I think he's going to help him. I mean, it's nice to see that kind of leadership.
And with Pageau signing for 3 years, just what are the important details he brings to this team, and how key is it for you to extend him for 3 years to have him for that long?
Yeah, I'm very happy for him. He's been playing so well for us. I mean, since I've been here, his game has been like really solid and played different kind of roles. I mean, he wins important face-off, especially on the right side in our D zone, a key moment in the game, and play really well on penalty killing. And I just feel like that line with Simon and Anders, I mean, they've been so good for us. I mean, so it's always fun to see someone be rewarded in that regard.
I know it's just one game, but what went into setting up the top six the way that you're going to do it for tonight?
What do you mean by that?
Like, why put Schenn with Richie and Palat? Why have Heineman up with...
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's just Dwayne was playing with them, with Aini, and we felt like Aini might maybe bring a little more speed on that line with Bo, and Andre brings experience and stability with Richie and Schenn.
Putting in Duke for Mac, what are you trying to see there?
I guess we try to maybe get a little more offense out of it. I mean, and Duke has been out of the lineup for a while, so I mean, it's good for him to be back in, and hope that he's gonna have a solid game.
How quickly after the trade were you able to meet him since he was already here?
Yeah, didn't took very long. It's sometimes funny how things happen. I mean, having both teams in the same hotel. I mean, Joe went one way and Braden went the other way.
Yeah, and playing the same team, but just on a different date, right?
Yeah, it was not very expensive for traveling, that's for sure.
So now, after winning those 5 games, you guys dropped a couple here in California. Does that put a little more importance here to get a win here against the Sharks?
Yes, it's going to be important to have a good start. I mean, even if we were won 5 in a row, I mean, the last 3 wins we had, I mean, we were trailing at some point in the game. So, I mean, I think it's going to be important for us to have a good start and play a good game. I mean, you don't control that, but I mean, what we control is how well prepared we're going to have to be and learn from those games. I mean, even if we had a lot of shots on net against Anaheim, I didn't thought we were as sharp as we could be, and same thing in LA. Ilya was so good in that first period. So I mean, the start's going to be important for us, and obviously, I mean, having a new player, I mean, brings some excitement to the team, and I'm sure it's brings some energy as well.
So the Sharks get the last change on the matchups.
Excuse me?
Sharks get the last change on the matchup at home.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Are you looking to match up Schenn
No.
with Misa or Macca?
No, it's you know what? What I love about our team, our 4 lines are pretty solid. And I certainly could trust any of those guys. And so, I mean, do we like a certain matchup? Yes. But do we make it like that important? No, not all the time. And momentum is something you want to have, and make sure that everybody feels good about the game and feel good during the game, and help our guys to have the best game possible. I mean, that's what you want as a coach.
Last one here, guys. And you guys all obviously seem like you're going to be in the playoffs. You guys are all obviously playoff bound. And how much more value does Schenn bring at this moment?
Well, it shows how much Metro believe in our team and the way the guys been playing. I mean, they deserve that help. It's a great challenge for our guys, and with the number of games left, I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, to see how we're going to play in that last stretch.